Good morning. I'm coming to you live from the summer house. If you're new here, my name is Claire. This is my summer house. I've started a new series called Sundays in the Shed, where we're going to do a little bit of like catching up on life admin. We're going to do some craft. Every week we'll do one craft together. This week I think what I'm going to do is, I shared a video a few weeks ago on how to do dandelion crowns, and so many people asked me for a longer video, so I thought that what I would do today, because it is still absolute carnage in here. Today is I would do a slower version of the dandelion crown, and I would also give you a little bit of an update of where things are in the shed. I also wanted to give you an update on where things are with the garden, so maybe we should do that first. The chaos garden. So many of you were starting that journey too. Chaos gardening is a method that I discovered actually only a couple of years ago. Last year I properly embraced it. The idea is you take all your seeds. Let me show you, hang on. I dug this whole area up earlier on in the year. I had created an allotment plot at the side of the house on a bit of land that we were borrowing, and the landlord needed that land back. We'd had it for a long time and we knew it was coming at some point. Rather than just ditching the allotment feel, what I did was this slim, it maybe even just about 1 metre wide, and it's quite long. Maybe let's just work it out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's approximately 7 meters long. Just moved it all here, so this is a little bit of an experiment. Years and years ago when we first moved into this house, I did have like raised beds here and grow veg and things like that. It's a good spot, it gets the full sun, so we'll just have to see how it... The dog's obviously decided he's got something to bark at. What are you shouting about? What are you shouting about? I've had to lock him in the house, but he's not very happy about it. So here's the cut and come again flowers, and they look at that. Oh, they are all growing so much. All sorts in, oh, dang. I have to get, oh. To be on slug patrol now, I think, at night time. I've just noticed that we've not really had any slugs. Cosmos are doing their best, and at the back there there's some sweet peas that haven't come yet, a little bit of grass that we need to get rid of. Oh, they have such long roots. Oh. Wow. Anyway, you're not welcome. But yeah, we've got all of these little different flowers. Zinnias, straw flowers, golden drumsticks, all sorts of different things there. Look at that, just chilling. Oh, so beautiful. This bed is literally full of all veggies. You can see these big ones are all the radishes, they're coming through. That straight one, they're onions and leeks. We've got right at the side of the bee there, that's the courgette peeping through. Far, so good. And on this bed, which is the pumpkin bed, blue sky, that's the raspberry that I relocated, and I wasn't sure if she was going to do all right. She's literally like doing so well. Sorrel that we have in the bottom of the garden, that tastes so good in salad. Accidentally, couldn't work out what this was for ages. That was some onions that I harvested and forgot to take in the house, and then just covered them with soil. So they'll come up nice. They'll be like big tall alliums. The borage is coming through. And sweet peas. I have mixed bag results when I plant my own sweet peas. This year I decided just to shove them in the ground, and just shove them in the ground, just actually sow the seeds direct, rather than trying to do them in toilet rolls and all of that, which I tend to forget about. Anything that needs a little bit of extra looking after. I need my garden to be self-sufficient as much as possible. Sweet peas are coming through really nicely, and they've got a little structure there ready, so that's going to be full of borage, going to be so full of all lovely bugs and grubs and greenery and things. I also made a cute little sort of water feature, which is solar powered. Talk about that at some point as well, because that's a great easy one to do with kids. Aquilegia, they were in the original plot, and I decided, even though I've put loads of bark down here, I decided to let the Aquilegia just do its thing, because it's so pretty when it comes up. You can just dig chunks of that up and put it elsewhere in the garden as well. But shall we crack on with making the dandelion crown? Don't worry, people always say to me, leave some for the bees. Have you seen? Have you seen? There are plenty of dandelions for everybody to have some. important thing now is that you take a really long stem like that if you can. At that time of year, because there's been a little bit of rain, a lot of sunshine, and so they get really long because they're trying to get themselves high enough up to spread their lovely seeds, again ready for next year. They are so stunning. I have no idea why people think these are weeds. Hopefully that'll be enough. Hello, we have our dandelions ready, and I have left them out just for a little bit to give any bugs and grubs that might be living in there the chance to escape. You really long ones, and then you're going to take it and cross it over. It's nice and close first of all, bend it round, then you've got two. Just going to repeat that process. Really easy, put it at the back, bend it over, and then you've got 3 strings, and then you're starting to create like a kind of little knot at the background. Can you see already it's starting to really come together at the back? So let me do it that way around so you can see what it looks like from that side. Bend it over, and then that's hooks. So we're just gonna keep going. Are you all right, Willoughby? This is Willoughby, he's a miniature schnauzer. He's currently 7 months old, and he is really testing our boundaries at the minute. He's into everything, he's shouting at everything. So if you've got any advice as to how to deal with a miniature schnauzer, we've actually already had one. We've already had one at miniature schnauzer, but he's quite a different personality. He's definitely more schnauzer in characteristics. He loves to shout, he loves to react to everything. This is how we're doing here now. Really lovely weave. Look at that. I think it's so good. Is that big enough for my head yet? Big enough yet? Not big enough yet? Maybe a little bit more. If you can see this properly. So I wanted to just give you another go at the angle. Head right on the edge. Over, and that becomes the stem, like that. One more. So you're going to place it down, spin it over, ooh, and then you've got a little crossover, and then you've got all those stems at the end. Bring it all back round together and take a really long one. And over. And then the same again, and then if you can, just one more. Then now the moment of truth. I've got my bobble in. Does that even look like? Is that? Hang on. Actually, that's not too bad. I've just put it over my bobble. That's how easy it is to make a dandelion crown. It looks so pretty as a little dandelion wreath. Nearly forgot to tell you, I did make a decision really late last night. I was painting in the dark. To start painting it white in here. I don't know what I'm going to do with the ceiling. I'm wondering whether I should do some like peel and stick wallpaper. We did have a little bit of an issue where the roof has started to leak, and so I've had to call in some professional roofers to come and fix the roof. I knew it was a bad spot up here. It's really windy. We live at the top of a really steep hill and it gets battered by the wind. Thought we'd put it on good enough, but the felting that it came with is just not quite good enough quality for where we live. I'm sure it'd be fine in most places, but when you live on a really, really windy spot, and I've called in the professionals to come and fix it so that'll be done tomorrow. Then after that, I can start to really get some things out properly. But I did paint it white because I did a video in here the other day. It's absolutely perfect. Look at that. It's like literally the most perfect, gorgeous daylight. Natural light, which I really love recording in. But the glow that was coming off the wood was making everything give it like a slight sort of orangey filter, and it wasn't bad. It just wasn't really what I'm like or what I'm used to. I like the clean, bright white light. I like natural daylight. The creative helps you see the real, genuine colour of things. So yeah, that's what I did. Started painting and then this morning I was up really early in my pyjamas painting, and so I just want to get it done. I don't know that I'm going to keep it white, but it needed an undercoat anyway, so I thought I'll just get it white and then everything will just start to look a little bit better. And the ceiling, I'm thinking of something quite fun, like a peel and stick sort of vinyl or something. I've not just got the plain wood, but what would you do? Do we think it's going to just peel off and drop off eventually? Thank you for joining me in the shed this Sunday. Have fun making your dandelion crowns. Do let me know over on Instagram, tag me in your pictures, because I love seeing what you're up to and how you're doing it too. You know, if you've got any more questions, and I will try to answer them. Hope you had a little bit of fun, and I hope you had a little bit of inspiration of how you could keep your hands busy doing good this week. Hope you have a good Sunday night. Bye.